Okay, so just now is an example of Doppler effect in our real life. So I think you can imagine how Doppler effect works ni lah. Okay, so let's masuk subtopik 10.5 iaitu the Doppler effect. Okay, alright, so what exactly is Doppler effect? Okay, so Doppler effect is the apparent change, perubahan in the pitch or frequency, maksudnya frequency of a sound, apa yang kita dengar makin kuat ke makin perlahan ke, when there is a relative motion between the source and the observer, which is you lah. Source is the source of the sounds. Okay, contoh lah, we have an observer over here kan. So police car ni, police siren ni dia punya source so this is the source. Okay, so what happen bila dia move away from you, dia gerak jauh daripada kamu, kamu akan dengar perlahan kan, suara yang perlahan. So kamu akan dengar suara yang perlahan tu low frequency lah, you punya suara tu. So low frequency means maksudnya sound travel at you at longer wavelength. So lambat sikit lah dia nak sampai kat kamu, sound wave tu. But when the when the source is moving towards you, kamu akan dengar bunyi yang lebih kuat daripada bunyi yang sepatutnya, kerana which is you are hearing a higher frequency sound lah. Okay, so higher frequency sound meaning that the sound travel pergi masuk telinga kamu at a shorter wavelength. Maksudnya lagi cepat dia masuk kat telinga kamu tu. So shorter wavelength. Okay, right, so sekarang ni so apparently kita boleh kira macam mana kita nak kira apa frekuensi yang kita dengar tu sebenarnya. Okay, okay, let's take a look at this formula. Okay, to find the value of the frequency heard by you, which is the observer, we can use this formula. Okay, so F0, which is frekuensi yang kamu dengar tu lah, is equals to V plus minus, ni kita tengok case-case dia lah. V is the speed of sound, which is kadang-kadang 340, 343, depends on the question and V0 is the speed of the observer. Okay, kamu tengah gerak ke or kamu static ke. Okay, the speed and then over V is speed of sound plus minus V S, which is the speed of source. Maksudnya source kamu tu, is it moving or is it stationary? Okay, it does affect the frequency heard by you darab dengan frequency of the source, which is sumber kamu punya bunyi itulah. Okay, right, so we have two cases. We have stationary observer and we have stationary source. Okay, kita akan tengok satu-satulah contoh dia. Okay, kita akan tengok for the first example. Okay, so kita ada source and observer. Observer yang dengar, source yang bagi bunyi. Okay, so what happen kalau observer, which is contohnya kamu yang dengar, is stationary, maksudnya dia tak bergerak. Okay, so maksudnya source yang datang dekat dia dan gerak away from dia. Okay, kita tengok dua keadaan ni So we have 1 and 2. Okay, so let's say lah this is kamu kan. So kamu tak gerak lah. Okay, so kamu katalah kamu ada you have your source over here kan. So dia adalah dia punya frequency bunyi tu, frequency of source. And then it is moving towards you kan. So dia bergerak lah ke arah kamu kan. So dia bergerak tu mesti ada velocity of the source lah. Okay, so what happen? Sound akan travel masuk kat telinga kamu. Okay, so sound will travel towards you lah. Okay, so V speed of sound. Okay, untuk sampai ke telinga kamu bunyi tu. Okay, so macam mana kita nak kira frekuensi yang didengari oleh kamu? Okay, so this is the general equation. So kita akan spesifikkan equation tu. So F0 is equals to V over, sebabkan kamu tak bergerak kan, V0, so this one would be 0 So kat atas tu tinggal V saja. Over V, kalau dia moving toward you, so kita akan letak minus VS, iaitu, and then didarab dengan frequency of the source lah, which is frequency maybe I don't know ambulance ke apa. Okay, so this is how you calculate for this case. Okay, okay, contohlah kalau kamu ada source moving away from the observer. So now this is your source lah. So dia bergerak menjauhi kamu so velocity of the source. So dia adalah source, so dia akan hasilkan frequency of the source lah. But the sound will travel towards your ear kan, ke sana kan. Sound wave akan travel masuk ke telinga kamu. Okay, so the equation is now akan jadi V over V plus Vs times frequency of the source. Okay. Okay, so nak cakap ni kat sini, kalau kamu nampak kenapa dia negatif, okay, kalau Vs dengan V kamu, okay, take note Vs and V same direction, maka sign dia akan jadi negatif. Okay. If Vs and V opposite direction, kalau kamu nampak dalam diagram ni kan, Vs ke sana, V ke sana, so the sign will be positive. In case you forget how to derive the formula in the exam, so this is the concept that you must understand lah. Sebab nanti dia akan kasih kamu general equation ni saja. So kamu yang kena decide V2 minus ke ataupun plus. Okay. So nanti Miss akan tunjuk video kenapa yang kamu bila moving towards you, kamu dengar lagi kuat, and then bila moving away from you, kamu dengar suara tu lagi perlahan. Okay?
And a car drives past you very fast. As it does so, it honks its horn because you're standing in the middle of the road. The horn to you might sound something like this. So it starts at a high pitch and moves to a lower pitch, even though from the driver's perspective, the horn is playing the same pitch the entire time. So what's going on? As the vehicle's coming towards you, the sound waves that it's emitting bunch up, and so are delivered to you at a higher frequency, which you interpret as a higher pitch, because the frequency of sound waves is pitch. And then when the vehicle passes you and is moving away from you, the sound waves spread out, and so you hear them at a lower frequency, a lower pitch.